Hello viewers, this is Mazabin Firdaus, your host for Superbrands Bangladesh. Today I am present here with yet another episode of Superbrands Bangladesh. The objective of this show is to share the brands' journey who have obtained Superbrands Bangladesh. In the next few episodes, we are going to share the glorious journey of the brands who have got Superbrands Bangladesh. In today's episode, we are going to share an amazing journey of the three brands who are driving our nations with financing, beauty and healthcare. Our first brand is ACI Aerosol. ACI Aerosol is the #1 brand of Bangladesh for the last 50 years. Since 1967, it has kept its promise of being the most effective insect killer with confidence and pride. Our second brand of today's episode is Parachute Advansed. Parachute Advansed started its journey in Bangladesh in 1991 and has become one of the leading brands in the country. As one of the most distributed products, Parachute Advansed is available nationwide and remains one of the best beauty brands in Bangladesh. Our third brand of today's episode is Easton Bank Limited. EBL began its journey in 1992 and since then it has become the most valuable brand in the financial services in Bangladesh. EBL's ambition too is to be the #1 financial service provider. In today's episode, we have guests from ACI Consumer Brands, Mr. Syed Alamgir, Managing Director. Then we have guests from Easton Bank Limited, Mr. Ziaul Karim, Head of Brands and Communication. And last, Marico, Mr. Ashish Goupal, Managing Director. A very welcome to all three of you to Superbrands Bangladesh episode. My first question to Mr. Alamgir about the journey of ACI from the inception till date.
ACI, it's all started with ICI, UK. It started its journey in 1940s.
Right.
But it became ACI in 1992 when ICI wanted to divest all its small organizations around the globe. Thus it became a local company, putting share in the marketplace, and at that time Chairman Managing Director of ICI Bangladesh took over as Managing Director, Chairman Managing Director of ACI. It was Imperial Chemical Industries Limited, now it has become Advanced Chemical Industries Limited. The logo of ICI and ACI looks like similar, just to make the people understand that there had been an ownership change, but nothing changed otherwise.
Yeah, and the journey is so glorious. For 50 years, it is #1 aerosol brand.
Yeah, when you are talking about aerosol, then it's really a mega brand. You know that it has obtained Superbrand award, and I'm very happy to tell you, it has got more than 95% market share in Bangladesh. And almost like reigning over the last 50 years.
Right.
Nobody could dent our fort. আমাদের কনজিউমারদের অনেক আস্থা এবং ট্রাস্ট আছে এর প্রতি। Millions of families not saving but protecting them from mosquito menace. You know, the mosquito has got a lot of problem in carrying various germs. So it is actually protecting your families for over 50 years. This year we'll be celebrating golden jubilee of this product.
Coming to Mr. Ashish about Parachute Advansed, is one of the leading hair care oil in Bangladesh. So, and it started its journey in 1999. So, would you please share the journey, inception journey with us today?
Okay, it's a very exciting journey. In fact, it started with a dream of one visionary person called Harsh Mariwala. He branched out of family business and started a company, Marico. Marico in local language India is called Mari and Mari Company, which Mari is a local language which means my, and company means CEO. So that's how Marico came in existence. We operate in Marico with the complete spirit that it is my company.
Right.
Again, that point of time, he found opportunity in terms of converting loose oil to branded oil with a promise that we will offer a purest form of oil to consumer in a most convenient form. And that's how the Parachute brand came in existence.
Right.
And since then the journey started initially in India. Now we are operating in India, Bangladesh, Nepal, Sri Lanka, Dubai, South Africa, Egypt, Myanmar and Vietnam. And it has been a now global conglomerate with more than $1 billion revenue
Right.
coming.
Coming to Mrs. Zia about the 26 years of Easton Bank Limited journey, and it has doing a clear business with a clear philosophy of impacting lives positively. So how does the journey looks like? Would you please share this with our viewers today?
EBL is basically regenerated from the ashes of like the mythical phoenix from the failure of BCCI. In 1992, the BCCI failed globally. Bangladesh Bank intervened to protect the shareholders, local shareholders, and then it was made into company, which is now EBL, and with a 100% Bangladeshi ownership, EBL started the journey. The local shareholders become the directors of the company. Last 26 years, EBL has become one of the most trusted, valuable brands in financial institutions. We are the first company in the history of Bangladesh corporate to be rated by Moody's. We are the first bank in Bangladesh to introduce artificial intelligence, the chatbot Dia, and our penetration in the digital space is phenomenal in the sense that we have reached more than 1 crore customers through our digital platform. We handle 4% of the total trade volume of Bangladesh by 2021, when Bangladesh will be 50 years. So we'd like to be a proud partner of that growth and progress of the country.
Coming to Mr. Alamgir with the second question we have, that what kind of innovations took place in the journey, and also coming time, what kind of innovations you are planning to do?
The first innovation was that it was CFC based aerosol. There has been a worldwide agony about CFC, which destroys the ozone layer in the sky. And also, we introduced a larger can because the CFC was much costlier than LPG. The cost benefit that we got, we just diverted it to the consumers. We gave a larger pack. Instead of 340 gram, we gave a 475 ml can, but which the price remains same. So, and then we introduced, there was only 340, we introduced 475 ml, which is a popular pack. Then for the larger user we introduced 800 ml pack, and recently we have introduced 125 ml at 99 taka for the people who had been actually suffer using mosquito coil, to give them an option. Price was an issue for them. So we gave them an option to give it in less than 100 taka, because the coil price is about 80 taka, 70 taka.
Right.
So to match them, and also that can be kept in the car, so that the car mosquitoes can be taken care of. Also keeping in mind that the chemicals doesn't affect people's body and also health. At the same time, it follows the host World Health Organization's prescription, and you know that this is a public health product, so it is controlled by Bangladesh government also. You have to take permission every time from Department of Agriculture, Ministry of Agriculture actually controls that. Of course, marketing innovations are more. Otherwise, how can you maintain your share? True. Market is not easy. There have been lot of competitors, and competitors will again come more.
Coming to Mr. Ashish about Parachute Advanced oil stands for purity, nourishment, and trust in the eye of the customers. So how do you doing the continuous innovations so far, and also in coming times, what kind of innovations the customers are going to get in Parachute Advanced oil?
First of all, Parachute Advanced, the brand, is committed to giving superior experience to consumer. And in that journey, when we started with initial oil which was offering a nourishment, but over a period of time, the way consumer needs are evolving with respect to the way environment is changing, with respect to the way the problem solutions are coming on here, and understanding those the concerns or need gap which consumer was having, we had branched out from a nourishing oil to multiple formats. One of the biggest format in terms of hair nourishment in Bangladesh is called a Parachute Advanced Belly, which offers a nourishing sensorily better oil. we also understood that there is a hair fall concern which consumer has. And thus we created a product which is scientifically backed hair fall control oil called Parachute Advanced Extra Care. We have recently launched a Parachute Aloe Vera.
Right.
Parachute Advanced Aloe Vera.
Yeah,
Now it offers a superior ingredient-based consumer experience. Thus, we keep on understanding evolving consumer need and integrate product solution so that we can satisfy that need in a most efficient manner. And that is how we kind of continue our journey towards innovation. Recently, we also launched into Parachute Advanced Petroleum Jelly.
Petroleum jelly.
Understanding the Bangladeshi need of having a petroleum jelly which has superior nourishment as well as the mild sensorial fragrance.
Right.
It had done really well this year.
In a short span of time, a lot of innovations came across
Yeah.
for Parachute. Coming to the same kind of a question I have for Mrs. Zia about the EBL offers a wide range of depository, loan and products and other products to the customers. And as you have already mentioned, the diversified services it has been given to our customers, it needs a lot of innovations behind that. So would you please share those?
In 6-7 years back, when we entered to the card market, we were the 26th entrant to the market. In the last 6 years, we have, because of our services, offerings, we are now basically in higher segment, the number one credit card in Bangladesh. Also, we are the first Bangladeshi bank to offer premium banking services. In the last 4 years, we have given cash dividends worth $61 million to our shareholders. It's been 12 years. We are giving scholarships to the tertiary level student. This is the level where the youth is getting ready to enter the job market. So if we can really support them to prepare them for the future, so that would be an investment to the society. This is where we have been giving scholarship to all the departments of Dhaka University.
Coming back to Mr. Alamgir, it's a long journey, successful journey. So would you please share the journey to a success of Aci Aerosol and overall the group, if you want to share?
You know that, as I said, that in 1992, this was divested. This was a very small company. This was not much. We had been our investments in pharmaceutical only. Now it's a very large conglomerate, one of the largest conglomerate in Bangladesh, having interest in about 29 businesses. And we have got about 19 factories all around the country. When you woke up, you start with a toothpaste or toothbrush. We represent Colgate and we sell Colgate for last 20 years. We are their partner. So with that, your journey starts, and whole day long we have got our food products, we have got our flower products, entertainment products. So all the time you are engaged with ACI somewhere or other. ACI Salt, which became a market leader instantly, and it is having a very large share. And you will not find any house like that they are not using ACI Salt. Atta, maida, suji, these flour products, and our food products, all these things are doing excellent. And on the other side, pharmaceutical is also one of the leading pharmaceuticals in Bangladesh. Our ACI agribusiness is the number one in Bangladesh. It has got all the solution that a farmer need from for his own benefit. And also ACI Motor is doing excellent. It is representing Yamaha and doing excellent business. And you know that the country's largest retail chain, Shopno, is owned by us.
Right.
So Shopno is doing wonderful, and also it has got the largest number of outlets around the country, more than 80 outlets at the moment in Dhaka, in Sylhet, in Chittagong. So with all this, we are really progressing very well.
Very
hopefully,
well.
hopefully it will continue.
Yes. Coming to Mr. Ashish about the Parachute Advanced, it's the most admired brand in the hair care and nourishment space in Bangladesh. So in short, if you share the journey towards success for the brand.
I think our success lies with a story in terms of it is a product made in Bangladesh, made by Bangladeshi team and for Bangladeshi consumers. And the two strong supports of that particular journey is our people. We believe that our people quality in terms of the talent available in Bangladesh is one of the best talent we have, not only in Bangladesh, but across countries. It is a very cutting edge talent we have. And that the success of that lies in the philosophy of organization, wherein we have entrepreneurial spirit, wherein we let people explore opportunity and catch that opportunity. We empower them with right skill set and capability, and we enable them for bias for action. These are the core philosophies in terms of the way our manpower, in terms of our talent works in Marico. More than 90% of our revenue in terms of brand are getting produced in Bangladesh. So we have state-of-art facilities in Bangladesh where we produced our product. We import our raw material across globe, and we get them here, and that has been a starting philosophy in terms of getting product, the quality product, raw material across globe, getting in Bangladesh and produce here with our production facility to provide consumer with the highest quality of products. So I think if in nutshell, if I were to talk about our people, cutting edge talent which Marico has, and our production facilities which assures best in class consumer experience to our consumers, are the two main ingredients of our success story in Bangladesh.
Coming to Mr. Zia about the success story, you have done a lot of, ABL has done a lot of first of its kind, and for an example, it introduced the first Visa signature credit card, and a lot of other success stories are there. So in short, if you share the journey to a success.
Well, I would prefer to talk about where we see ourselves next. We have opened our Hong Kong wing in 2013. Being a Bangladeshi, 100% Bangladeshi bank, we are rated in some categories. We are regarded as much more superior than the multinational banks. Okay. In terms of products and services. So we don't look ourselves as a local competitor anymore. We'd like to see ourselves going into the global arena. We have, as I've said, we have opened our Hong Kong office, and the track record is fascinating. And we are opening our Guangzhou office this year, and very soon we are going into India. We are the most awarded bank locally and internationally, the most Bangladeshi awarded bank. We have won the best Bangladesh bank for the last 3 consecutive years. Bank is basically operates in corporate, large corporate, in retail, and also in SME. So we have won award in all categories. We have proved ourselves best in all categories.
Yes, overall.
We are the financer for country's flag carrier Biman. We are the financer for local airlines. So far we have financed 12 aircraft. So that's how we'd like to be part of the journey, not only journey of EBL as a bank, also a part of the journey of and graduation of Bangladesh towards the middle income country.
Coming to my last and favorite question of Superbrands title to the brand Aci Aerosol. So in what height Aci Aerosol is going to go with Superbrands title?
Yeah, Superbrands actually gives us a furthermore ensurement that the people has liked it. You know that there are certain criteria for which Superbrand has been awarded.
Right.
And ACI was very lucky to have 2 Superbrands actually this year. One is Aci Aerosol and another ACI Salt. We are using these Superbrands by putting the Superbrands award, this logo into the pack so that people can understand the difference of the product, that other products in this line is not Superbrand. In Salt it is the only one, in Aerosol it is the only one. So we are tacitly using this the Superbrand to get the ensurement also and trust from the consumers. And also it gives us a tremendous encouragement that continue with other brands so that they are also one day called the Superbrands.
Coming to Mr. Ashish, about the Superbrands title, Parachute Advanced Oil has been awarded too. What significance and advantage it is giving to the brand?
In today's world, we are surrounded with a lot of information, and it is very difficult for consumer to dissect and understand that information in terms of what is relevant information. And thus, award from a neutral body like Superbrand, and as my colleague was saying, it kind of encapsulates the trust a brand which can stand in a consumer's mind. And it's a neutral organization which calibrates multiple brand on a certain criteria,
True.
and thus select a certain brand to be awarded with Superbrand title. I think for a consumer's mind, it is a reinforcement of organization philosophy that this is the brand which is committed for continuous commitment towards providing a consumer experience of high standard. And thus it reflects, and if it is in the imports by a body like Superbrand, it kind of blows up that imagery. It also helps us to distinguish ourselves from our competitors. With respect to the stature of a brand, it goes up. We intend to use Superbrand in multiple formats of communication, so that it kind of enhances our perception about
Gives
commitment
the
towards
assurance to
high
the
standard of
customer as
quality.
well. As we already know the long list of EBL awards you already mentioned, and in that accolades, Superbrands has been added. So what advantages it is going to bring to EBL?
Every award is important, and this is a reflection of the commitment, the pledge. This is not only a recognition of the good works we are doing, but it's also a responsibility
True.
to deliver in future the promise that we have for our customers. So you are helping us renew our pledge, renew our commitment towards customers.
Yes. Thank you very much for your valuable time. You could actually manage your time from a tight schedule to us today, and sharing all the amazing stories about the amazing brands we have in the Superbrands Bangladesh. Thank you so very much.
Thank
all
you.
three
Thank
of
you
you.
so much.
With this, thank you viewers for your time. That is it for today's episode with Aci Aerosol, Parachute Advanced and Easton Bank Limited. I'll be present in next episode with 3 amazing brands. Those are Superbrands Bangladesh and very near to us. Till then, take care.